Hello, so today I'm very excited to be on the book tour for another Aria fiction book. And this one is called Spitfire Girl by Fenella Miller. I don't have a picture because my Kindle is slowly dying and I don't turn it on right now. But it's a Second World War film, just as the war kind of, I think it starts 37, 38, and it's just the building. And it's a kind of reasonably well-off family own a farm, and for a variety of what become more interesting reasons, the daughter is a pilot, has learnt to fly, and as her brothers, and they've gone into the RAF, and she then starts training pilots, and it's a very interesting, well-written, lots going on. Lots of different threads going on. So there's a thread with her sort of family life, there's a thread with her romantic life, there's just the build-up of the war and how people feel about that, how people prepared for that. There's the kind of backstory of her parents, there's the backstory of her mother's family, there's the backstory of her boss's family. So there's lots going on. It's very intricate, that the play between all of these characters, beautifully written. It doesn't feel complex, it doesn't feel you're kind of drip fed this information in a very accessible way. So it's just fun to read. You don't feel like you're kind of taking on lots of information. But I do have to say, I did not know, and this might be that I just didn't read all the blurb, that this is the first book in a series, and so it literally just ends. It ends, someone gets off the train and it just says to be continued. And I have to say, I was quite cross when I read that, because it doesn't end, it doesn't finish, and that really frustrated me because the next book's not available yet, so I don't know what's going to happen. I have my suspicions, but just to prepare you, I think if you know that's coming, you can live with that. But I think because I didn't know that was coming, I was quite shocked at the end because it just stops. But the good news, of course, is that I do want to know. I do want to continue the story. I am intrigued by how things will play out. I'm intrigued by how the different characters... I have a suspicion, I have a few suspicions of how some of the characters are going to finish in the story and allow other characters to come together. I've got a few things that I think might happen, but I really want to know. And I found her a very engaging... I found her... She's sort of boisterous and confident and, a modern woman for her time, but she's not arrogant or... she's led a relatively sheltered life despite having this very unusual opportunity. So I really engaged with her as a character. And in fact, all of them had sort of, pluses and minuses. They were all slightly flawed, which I think you need to be to make them believable. But they all had a sort of a depth to them that I'm interested to know what happens with all of them, actually. And there's, of course, lots of opportunity given the war years for other new characters to come in as well. So it's a lovely book, well worth the read, very entertaining and interesting, and slightly unusual in topic. And then just be prepared that it's not going to finish, but that the new book is coming in 2019, and some more will be revealed. I suspect it will be more than a 2-book series. So some more will be revealed then. And I suspect, as I say, that it will go on after that. But it's thoroughly entertaining.